everybody, it's Kelly Renee. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and for those of you that are new, welcome. This is an EFT tapping for anxiety. Follow me exactly. Breathe when I breathe. If you are new to my tapping, it's a lot different than most. I incorporate deep breathing, lots of yawning, because it will help you to shift things faster and more effectively. This is not about changing how you feel, though, okay? As counterintuitive as that sounds, we are not trying to change the anxiety you're feeling. We're here to acknowledge it, to approach it, and to send it love, and then that's when everything shifts. So breathe when I breathe, say the words how I'm saying them, enunciate, dramatize how you're feeling. If you're feeling frustrated, really let it out. We want to bring up the negative. Please close your eyes because this will help you to really feel into where it is you're feeling the anxious spots in your body. So close your eyes, start tapping underneath the collarbones with both hands. Taking a deep breath in, inhale through your nose. And I want you to exhale out of your mouth with a big, wide open mouth, like you're yawning. I just want you to imagine that your whole entire body right now is being surrounded with beautiful golden light. Maybe you feel it, perhaps you don't. Either way, it doesn't matter, it's okay. Deep breath into your nose. Big exhale out of your mouth with a wide open yawn. And repeat after me and say, I feel so anxious. And I don't like feeling this way. But it's here. And it's been happening. And I'm thinking all of these thoughts. It's one right after the other. It's like they want to bombard me. And I can't keep up. I hear one thought after another. And then I start to feel overwhelmed. These anxious thoughts in my head, they make me feel so anxious in my body. It's one intrusive thought after the other. And sometimes they make me really sad. Or maybe for you, it could be sometimes they make me cry. So you could say that. Tapping down on the rib cage point where the ribs stick out with both hands. Take a deep breath into your whole entire body. We're going to just reset the whole nervous system here. Relax your shoulders down as you exhale out. Repeat after me and say all these anxious thoughts. It's too much. I can't take this anymore. It's like I have no control over what I'm thinking. And it almost feels like my mind is out to get me. Tapping the inside of your wrist together. All these intrusive thoughts. I hear it all day long. And it's like a recording that never shuts off. And I don't know what to do with any of it. I don't know how to turn it off. It would be really nice to just hear nothing. But I don't know if that's possible. I don't know if that's possible for me. Because this has been going on for such a long time. One thought after the other. And I can't keep up anymore. Tap the outside of one of your hands on the karate chop point, taking a deep breath into your whole entire body. Big exhale out. I want you to drop all thoughts. If you're thinking of something right now, if you're not with me right here, right now, drop all thought. Drop down into your heart space. Give your mind a little break, even if that feels really hard to do right now. Just practice stopping thought. I'm going to give you silence, and I just want you to practice stopping thought. Listen to the silence in between the thought. So if you hear a thought and it ends, I want you to hear silence and really concentrate on that. Breathe as you do this. You can pause the video for more time with that because it's a practice. Concentrating on the peace in between thought processes. Okay, tapping the top of your head. Take another deep breath in from your belly. Send it up into your mind. Big exhale out. Tapping your eyebrow point, repeat after me and say, I love and accept myself anyway, as much as I can. Even if these thoughts never stop. Even if I have to continue to listen to them, I'm still okay as I am. And for some of you, that may not feel true, and you could say, well, will I be okay? I don't know. Tap the outside of your eyes and say, I'm open to it. I'm open to accepting how I am, just as I am. Maybe one day soon. But I still feel this anxiety. And I feel it in my body. And I feel it in here. So here's your opportunity, guys, to go in and find where the anxious feelings are. So it might be in your belly. It might be in your throat. It might be in your chest. Where is the anxious feeling coming from? Take a deep breath in. Go find it. Big exhale out. Relax your shoulders down. Tapping underneath your eyes. We're going to say that one more time. Say, I feel this anxious feeling in here. Exaggerate your words as you say this and say, I feel it in here. So if it's in your belly, see it, feel it, get in touch with it, and say, here it is. Say, hi, little anxious feeling. I feel you in here. Tapping underneath your nose, placing the other hand over your heart space. Deep breath in. Breathe into the anxiousness. Give it a breath. Big exhale out. And I want you to imagine what does the anxiety look like in your body? If you had to guess, if you had to describe it, what shape is the anxiousness right now? And say it out loud. The anxious feeling is what? Go into it, feel it, see it. What color is the anxiety in your body? Even if you don't know, just guess. It doesn't really matter what the answer is. Take a deep breath in, see it, feel it. Big exhale out. Say the anxious feeling is, enter your color. What texture is it? Even if you're guessing. So is it rough? Is it bumpy? Is it oily? Is it smooth? Is it rocky? What is it? And say this anxiousness is what texture? And I want you to breathe in underneath where it sits. So if it's in your belly, you would breathe in into your, if it's in your lower belly, you would just breathe in underneath your lower belly. Big exhale out. Tapping your chin point, keeping one hand on your heart. Say, here it is. This anxiety. I feel it in here. I see it in here. It's happening. It's happening right now. This anxious feeling in my body. Breathe into the very center of the point that we're working on. Take a deep breath in, putting all of your concentration and thought on the very center of the anxiety. Big exhale out. Tapping your collarbone point with both hands, and I want you to say, anxiousness, what is it that you need me to know? And I want you to breathe, and I want you to listen for the answer it's giving you. Do not try to guess what the answer is. Just let it drop into your head. So just go totally blank. Let's ask again. Anxiousness in my body. What is it that you need me to know? Breathe, listen. Big exhale out when you're ready. So if you've got an answer, amazing. If you didn't get an answer, pause, ask again. This is also a practice. I didn't get this the first time either. That's okay. The more you do this with yourself, the easier it gets, and the calmer you will start to feel in your body. Okay. Tapping the ribcage point. So just take notice of what answer you got. You may want to jot it down real quick. Tapping the ribcage point, and we're going to ask it another question, which is a really smart question to ask your body parts, the subpersonalities of your body, and say, anxious feeling in my body. What is it that you need to feel safe right now? Breathe, listen for the answer. Do not try to think of what it is. Yawn out. So some of you probably already got the answer. If you need to ask again, pause, repeat. I want you to give whatever it's asking of you. I want you to give that to it. So if you got, it needs a drink, it needs a warm blanket, it needs a snack, it needs you to give it a hug, go ahead, give the anxious part within you whatever it needs. So just imagine it up. Hand over whatever it needs. Tapping the inside of your wrists together. I want you to breathe in underneath whatever is left of this feeling. Deep, big breath out. We're going to take a few inhales in, and I want you to just imagine that you're just giving this part of you some oxygen, some love from the breath. Big inhale in. Big exhale out. One more time, big inhale in. Give it some love with the breath. Big exhale out, big yawn. Tapping the outside of your hand on the karate chop point. Say, I love and accept myself. I love and accept this part of me as much as I can. It's just been trying to help me. And even if it doesn't change, I'm still going to try and just love and accept it anyway. If this anxiousness within my body needs to stay, they can stay. So if you're reluctant to say those words, remember this is not about changing it. Remember when we just let it be, give it some slack, then it shifts on its own. So that might help you to say those words. But if you're still feeling reluctant and like, oh, I can't say that because I secretly just kind of want it to go away forever, it's okay. It really is. Just meet yourself where you're at. Breathe. Take a deep breath. Let it out. You could, if you are reluctant, if you are one of the ones feeling that way, you could just say something like, I am open to one day soon, loving and accepting all parts of me. So we use bridging beliefs to meet ourselves where we're at. This is not about being positive all the time. We don't want to try to trick how we're feeling. We want to face it. We want to face how we're feeling. I'm sorry, I'm getting off track here, but I'm trying to make a point. Like, if you actually don't feel like I love and accept all these parts of me, then don't say that. It's okay. Okay, tapping the top of your head. I want you to go back into the anxious feeling, whatever's left of it, even if it's still the same. It's totally fine. See it, feel it, see what texture it is, see what color it is, see what shape it is. Has it gotten bigger? Has it gotten smaller? What's going on with it? Tapping your eyebrow point. Say, here it is. It's here in my body. And I'm just here to let this part of me know that even if it feels scared, that it is okay for it to feel this way. So go into it, see it, feel it, breathe into the very center of it, breathe in underneath it, breathe in all around it. Big yawn out. Tapping the outside of your eyes, I want you to imagine that this beautiful golden light is completely surrounding the whole entire anxious feeling. This beautiful light drops down, ploop, all the way around it. There it is. It's lighting it up on all surfaces around it. So if it's circular, it's surrounding the circle. If it's like a blob, it's completely surrounding the blob. Even if you don't see it or feel it, it's a real energy and it is happening within your body. It's just a loving force of genuine light. Breathe in. Big exhale out when you're ready. Wide open mouth. Tapping underneath your eyes. I want you to imagine that you're giving this anxious part within your body a big, warm, cuddly blanket to surround it, to help it feel cozy within your body. Breathe in. Just imagine this beautiful golden blanket. It's warm and it's fuzzy and it's big, or it might be small, and I want you to just imagine that it's being folded all the way around it. And exhale out when you're ready if you haven't. Maybe you'd like to just imagine that your hands are wrapping it all the way around this anxious part, this feeling within your body that's just there to try and help you out. It's not actually anything to be scared of. Wrap it all up, make it feel cozy and welcome, like you would an infant, a baby, a puppy, or a baby kitten. Tapping underneath your nose, one hand on your heart. Repeat after me and say, if this part of me needs to stay, I give it permission to stay. As long as it needs to. And I will protect it. Because it's just a hurt part of me. And it's just been trying to protect me. And it's been doing a really good job of it. And anytime I hear anxious thoughts that seem like they will never end, I can just find wherever it is I'm feeling anxious. I can put my hands over wherever that spot is and ask what it needs from me, or what it's scared of, or what it needs me to be aware of. Tapping your chin point. Go back into the feeling that we've been working on. I want you to imagine that you're giving it a big hug, if it will let you. Just imagine you're just putting your arms around it, squeezing it tight, give it a big hug. Tapping your collarbone point. Say, I've already transformed so much. And if the rest of this feeling needs to stay in my body, then it gets to stay. Deep breath in. Big exhale out. Okay, stretch your arms up in the air. Stretch your arms out to the side. Stretch your body however it needs to stretch. Scratch your head. Pat your body down. Pat your arms down. Pat your hands down. Go wherever that we were working on. Pat that area down. Ta-da! And we're done. Open your eyes when you're ready. How was that for you? Please comment how this went. Please repeat this as often as you need, especially in those times when you're thinking, and you start to feel overwhelmed. This would be a great one to run through, get some relief from, and each time you do these tappings, they add up. They add up right on top of each other into your spiritual bank account to make a compound effect, to change your life, to transform old beliefs, patterns, self-sabotage ways of thinking. If you want more guided help with that, please reach out to me. I'm over on Facebook. You can find me under Kelly Renee EFT. I will leave my email at the bottom of this video. I love to help people to transform their lives, to change whatever it is that's holding you back in your life. Because I'm going to be honest here, things that we hear in our minds can either make us or break us. It's not always about thinking positive, but when you're hearing such harsh things that you feel like you can't go on, that's a really miserable life. And I'm here to let you know it can be overcome. It takes time, it takes work, and it takes dedication. But the fact that it can be changed and shifted permanently is amazing. So please reach out to me if any of this speaks to you. Again, this is Kelly Renee. Love you. Bye.